I'm familiar with the old saying, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
Yeah!
But this is ridiculous. How can you imitate the years of research I've had with cell culture and cellular nutrition?
Yeah!
What imitators see as a list of ingredients, I know to be one of the most important achievements of my life's work. Optimal nutritional supplementation is not something that you can just throw together. It is not like making something out of Tinker Toys or Lego sets. It requires decades of study and experience, achieving a thorough grasp of the life processes at the cellular level.
Sure.
Because that is where both health and disease begin. And then, the products I set out to develop 2 decades ago were not the result of a list of ingredients that I got out of a book. They were born from years of experience, observing the effects of individual nutrients on the health and longevity of the cells in my cultures. Cell cultures are the only way that viruses can be grown and produced to produce viral antigen to be used in assays to diagnose viral infections. Viruses, after infecting a cell, pirate the cell's metabolic machinery to manufacture more virus. My assays at Gull Laboratories became the gold standards in the diagnostics industry because I grew healthier cells than others did. I nutriented my cells better than my colleagues, which allowed me to produce superior and non-defective viral antigens. Every virus has a target host cell that it prefers. And since I've produced viruses or assays for every human virus of diagnostic importance, I grew many different types of human cells. To do that, I needed to provide these cells with ideal growing conditions, and I especially needed to provide them with nutrition containing the right ingredients in the right form and in the correct balance. I knew that certain elements interacted with each other and therefore needed to be in precise balance in the body. Many of the interactions are due to the elements being similar to each other, sharing physical and chemical characteristics. And knowing that an excess of one nutrient can create a deficiency of another, it's so important for cell function that nutrients, especially paired nutrients, be in proper balance. For example, the sodium-potassium pump for proper transport across the cell membrane of nutrients by potassium, we need a like amount of sodium carrying waste outside of the cell. And calcium and magnesium. Calcium needs to be in equal or slightly greater amounts than magnesium in the diet. And the paired nutrients of zinc and copper. Zinc needs to be substantially greater than copper at a 10-to-1 ratio. You also want forms of those nutrients that are as close as possible to what cells would find in their natural environment. And that means natural, not synthetic. Many of you have seen this before. These are the life elements, the atoms, and they're the only atoms that the cells of our bodies were created from. All of these elements, every one of them, come from the earth. We were truly created from the dust of the earth. But they have little nutritive value in their inorganic form as they're found in the earth. We cannot pick up a handful of dirt and eat it and get any real nutritive value from it. For these nutrients to be absorbed through the gut into the body, they have to be organified or processed by plants, or chelated to an organic or carbon-containing molecule, as plants do. Ingesting magnesium, for example, in its inorganic form as magnesium sulfate, there's no carbon there, which magnesium sulfate is Epsom salts. To ingest that, it blows right through you. We use it as a laxative. Whereas coupling that same magnesium element with an organic molecule, such as an amino acid, allows it to be absorbed. When I selected the life elements and the other nutrients to be incorporated in the formulation of the essentials, I had spent years working with them, exploring their metabolic role and how they affected the cells of the body. For example, USANA has long been known as the antioxidant company because early on I recognized that oxidative stress is the key disease process underlying the onset and progression of most chronic degenerative diseases, from heart disease to cancer, to diabetes, to Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, multiple sclerosis, and many others. I made it our goal from day one to develop and provide the most complete and most potent antioxidant formula possible. And we have achieved that with our essentials and optimizers. I assure you, there's much more to creating life-changing products than simply choosing ingredients from a list. I am committed today, as I was then, to creating products that will assist in reducing cellular degeneration and potentiating cell function. Then, just as today, I cared about the young woman about to become a mother. She has no choice but to supply critical nutrients to her unborn child before she even provides her own cells with what they need to stay healthy. I thought about the 17-year-old boy running up and down his high school bleachers, totally exhausting himself, trying to build thigh muscles that will carry him to success on the football field. He certainly wants the highest quality nutrition he can get. I thought about the bright young lady in medical school whose brain cells are making thousands of new connections each day as she spends long hours working and studying. and the construction worker performing hard physical labor. He needs antioxidant protection from the free radicals being produced in his own muscles, as well as molecular building blocks to repair damage from oxidative stress. For all these people, their future depends on the quality of nutrition they are feeding the cells of their bodies. USANA's goal, my goal, is to provide every essential nutrient that the cell needs to build every structure and all the molecules that it needs for life, the enzymes, hormones, neurotransmitters, as well as the dietary antioxidant nutrients to allow it to protect itself from oxidative damage. It is knowledge of the science of cellular nutrition at this level of detail that makes the difference. The USANA difference. At USANA, we have a scientific staff with nearly 200 years of combined experience in the life sciences. If it were as easy as ticking items off a label, then USANA wouldn't need to maintain a staff of PhDs in chemistry, biology, and nutrition. To ensure that USANA has the best products that exist today, we implement the exacting standards of the pharmaceutical industry, including GMP manufacturing protocols, extensive testing of raw materials at several stages in the manufacturing process, and otherwise go to great lengths to guarantee that our quality control is exactly that. The natural ingredients that go into our supplements are not chosen based on cost. Instead, they are carefully selected based on purity, potency, and efficacy proven in clinical testing. We have a high-quality manufacturing facility in which to make the products. We have our own facility, so we can totally control every aspect of development and manufacture, right through packaging and shipping. At USANA, we do all of that. We don't just say that we do. And at USANA, we take it to another level. The search for new ways to improve the quality and efficacy of every aspect of how we do business never ends and has become a way of life. We don't do this just so that we can talk about it. There are a myriad of good. No, there are critical reasons for going to this level of attention and detail. Those reasons can be summed up, I believe, by pointing out that our products are used by real people, like those I spoke of a minute ago, and all of you out there who depend on them to provide the health benefits that we say they supply. When you buy USANA products, you are placing your trust in us. Trust that we have done our best to give you the best nutrition possible. It is our responsibility to ensure that trust is well placed, so you can be confident in recommending them to others. I personally stand behind all USANA products, and my seal of approval is on every single label that comes off the packaging line. This is the way things have always been done at USANA, and the way they continue to be done today. USANA will never be known for copycat products. And I can assure you that simply adding a bell or a whistle isn't how you make a product different or better. My confidence in USANA products comes from knowing the lengths that the USANA scientific staff goes to ensure the validity of each ingredient and each production process. Exhaustive laboratory testing is just the beginning. A major part of research and development in nutrition requires human clinical studies in the field, because you need to know how your products work with real people. To do this, we have put in place formal agreements with two research powerhouses, the Linus Pauling Institute at Oregon State University and the Orthopedic Specialty Hospital, or TOSH, in Salt Lake City, Utah. More than that, we have set up a full-time team specifically dedicated to conduct human clinical studies at corporate headquarters to make sure that USANA stays in the forefront of nutrition science. Some examples of the success we've recently had involve vitamin D. As you probably know, USANA was one of the first nutritional companies to put advanced doses of vitamin D in its core product, D Essentials. To determine the optimal dose, we conducted our own clinical study. This study also made us aware that most individuals needed even more vitamin D in the winter. So we developed a standalone product for that purpose. We didn't stop there. In order to show that the levels in our products yielded true benefits, we conducted another clinical study, looking at almost 1,000 subjects from across the United States, directly comparing USANA users to all others. Our research team found that people taking USANA products had a 51% higher vitamin D levels and were 5.5 times more likely to have optimum levels of circulating vitamin D. Another example was last year's Hepacil DTX upgrade using our hybrid technology. Not only did our scientists upgrade this formula based on the scientific literature, they tested this product before it was launched, both at the Sonovie Medical Institute and again in-house. In fact, the results of these studies were so impressive that we currently have 2 patents pending on this new and approved product. The first is for using hybrid technology for combining ingredients, resulting in a product with superior stability and efficacy. The second patent is based on the unique formulation of ingredients. Our scientists were able to show that this new formula was able to significantly enhance antioxidant protection and improve the body's own detoxification capacity. And similar to olive oil, you will have a new exclusive product available nowhere else. I could go on, but the last example I'll share today, well, maybe just one more, that highlights the power of our in-house scientific staff is the paper released earlier this year by our scientists in collaboration with a research group from Italy. It shows that a new formulation of curcumin, an ingredient found in our Procosa product, was 30 times more bioavailable than standard formulation. 30 times. There's more. For further proof that USANA's products yield real, scientifically verifiable results, we additionally collaborate with other third-party institutions, such as the Boston University School of Medicine. Working with them, we've shown that a formulation essentially identical to our current proflavanol C100 significantly increased blood flow to the peripheral arteries. Results that were presented at the American Heart Association conference. And a study done at the University of Colorado Health Sciences Center at Denver showed that our weight loss program yielded significant health benefits. People lost weight, had a decreased BMI, had improvements in cardiovascular risk factors, glycemic control, all while being less hungry than they were following their normal diet and lifestyle. If that sounds like a lot of activity, you're right. But the pace of scientific investigation at USANA is only increasing. We currently have multiple ongoing studies with each of our major research partners, and we're adding more personnel to our scientific staff. At the Linus Pauling Institute, we are examining the health benefits of alpha-lipoic acid and the role of biflavonoids in helping control glycemic stress. At Tosh, we are examining the role of vitamin D in improving sports performance and the role of nutritional interventions in surgery recovery. We are even funding a study on osteoarthritis now. We have additional studies planned and ongoing at the University of Utah and Utah State University, at the Sanavie Medical Institute, at Loyola Marymount University, and the Australian Catholic University in Sydney, and in-house with our own staff of scientists and technicians. I think you'll agree that USANA goes far beyond what is normally considered to be high-quality product development and production.
Yeah.
The result, of course, is the USANA difference. Rock-solid products that improve cellular function and health. My commitment to you is that USANA will continue to make a difference in the world by setting new standards of excellence. Standards that our competitors have no choice but to try to meet. But more importantly, standards that will help to make life better. for hundreds of thousands of people around the world. I can make such a commitment because I see all the necessary elements in place. I see that we have a wide range of innovative new product ideas, ideas that are patentable, being nurtured by USANA R&D and our colleagues in the scientific community. I see the outstanding quality systems we have in place to ensure that the great product ideas are not compromised during manufacturing and distribution. I see financial stability that enables investment in the future. I see rapid but steady expansion into new markets around the world. But most of all, I see you, the USANA family. I see you, the USANA family, people who have the intelligence, the drive, and the desire to live the dream. I see the role that USANA products play in that dream. The whole purpose of USANA, my purpose, is to take what I have learned about life at the cellular level and share it with the world and each one of you to help you achieve your full potential for a healthy and happy life. May you love life and live it in happiness and health.
Ladies and gentlemen, the very founder of